SciFiTechLegion.com. This is Skate and Eric here today, and we're going to take a look at Cooler Master's latest release. This is the HAF XM mid-tower. What Cooler Master has done is basically taken one of their best enthusiast cases, the HAF X, and they've condensed it down to a mid-tower and just removed a couple of the features. So you still retain some of the key features that make it a HAF X case. Now, if we take a look at the front of the case, they do use a completely flat front. We get 3 5¼ drive slots. They also have 2 USB 3.0 ports, 2 USB 2.0 ports, and then the 2 3.5mm jacks. And these are integrated into the case, whereas the HAF X did have the removable I/O panel. Similar to the HAF X, they do have the 2 X docks that are 3.5 and 2.5 compatible. And in order to take off the front of the case here, you do have to have those docks removed. There is a handle at the bottom, and it will just pull right out. The front does have to be removed to install ODD drives, and then you will also see here they have a large 200mm LED intake fan. However, this can be removed, and they do have spaces to mount either 220mm fans or 140mm fan if that's just too much for you. Now, there were thumb screws in the back here to secure this side panel down. However, they are unnecessary because Cooler Master uses the easy access latch system for the side of the case. You'll also notice on this side panel that there is room for either a large 200mm fan or 2 140mm fans. And then just to demonstrate the latch system, the handle is just easy pull out, it unlocks, and then it pulls down from the top. And there is a little lip where the case side panel sits into, so you just pull it right out. Now for storage connectivity, there is a total of 6 3.5-inch bays here. These are tool-free. They just easily latch and pull out. 2.5-inch drives do fit in here as well, although they will have to be screwed in. And they're easy remove, tool-free brackets, including the top X SATA bays here. It gives a total of 8 3.5-inch bays, and they've also included on the back panel a secure latch, so if you are using just straight 2.5-inch drives, you can do a total of 9 2.5-inch drives. And these all, even the 5.5 or 5.25-inch bays, feature an easy lock mechanism that's just a simple flip. Another feature that is the same as the HAF X is the bottom mount PSU with the removable cable shield here. It just slides into a lip at the bottom, and then 2 screws right in the side of the motherboard tray, and it shields and hides away all of those messy cables at the bottom. Now if we take a look at the inside a little bit more, what we have here are nice cable routing holes with rubber protectors. Now the motherboard tray here does support micro ATX, regular ATX, and eATX motherboards. There is the large CPU heatsink cutout. There's also on the top here, you get a large 200mm fan, and then a large 140mm rear exhaust fan. Now there are a total of 8 expansion slots, and they also have the extra +1 expansion slot for the extended cards. Another nice feature to show off is the bottom mount PSU air vent with the filter on the top, but more importantly, they do have some extended feet here. The feet have a rubber bottom and just a nice silver round design. They look very nice. The rear of the case here shows the extra hose and cable routing holes here with rubber protectors in there. The large 140mm rear exhaust fan, the expansion ports with the extended extra expansion, and then just the bottom PSU mount hole. Now if we look at the opposite side of the case, it gives us a better look at the cable management option here. We do have the essential holes. There's also that locking bay here where an extra 2.5-inch drive can mount on the rear of the motherboard tray here. There is a bit of a lip here. I can fit my fingers in here, so I'm going to assume maybe 20 millimeters, 25 millimeters. But also the side panel does have an extrusion too to allow extra room for larger cables. And then I would have to say the last important feature is the top of the HAF XM. What we get is a tray with a little rubber pad here that is removable. The fan LED power and reset buttons are up on the front on the top here. But more importantly, this is a removable top. There's a little thumb screw on the rear that loosens it up and then just pulls right off. This will expose for any liquid cooling radiators. You can swap out the fans here to either 140 millimeter, extra 200 millimeter, 140 millimeter, or 120 millimeter fans, and then they also include a top 120 millimeter fan as well. And that is the general overview for the Cooler Master HAF XM mid tower. For more information and full review, go to hightechlegion.com.